Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It is finally time for the highly anticipated matchup between Trancy and the libtard Penguinhub. Now, a little backstory into why this fight is happening. As you all remember, last month, Charlie Kirk was assassinated in Utah Valley University in the state of Utah. It is believed that Trancy ordered this hit on Charlie Kirk. She is responsible for the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Um, Therefore, Libtard Penguinhub, he came out and said that political violence is not the way to do this, and Trancy disagreed. Libtard Penguinhub definitely, he also disagreed. So they have decided to have a boxing match live in Palestine at the choosing of Trancy. Um, Another thing that is on the line, Trancy currently holds all of of Penguinhub's Louise coin. She holds all of his former Louise coin. The Louise coin is worth millions and millions of dollars. Penguinhub wants that Louise coin. So the stipulation is whoever wins this matchup will get all the Louise coin. Well, Trancy already has all the Louise coin, but Penguinhub will get Louise coin. So that is why this boxing match is happening today, live from the country of Palestine. I am aware that there's currently a talk about a peace treaty going on. The fight must go on. However, so we will get into this fight in a couple of moments. But just to remind you all, what is on the line here is a cause for peace instead of political violence. That is what Libtard Penguinhub is fighting for. Trancy is a radical leftist. She wants to engage in political violence. She wants to call for political violence. Libtard Penguinhub does not agree with that. He is just a liberal. He is not a leftist. He is not an extreme raging leftist. I will be back with you in a couple of moments. I regret to inform you that I have made a slight mistake on the stipulations. I forgot to mention another key detail. So, aside from the fact that the Louise coin is on the line for Trancy, Penguinhub Wrestling, the company, is also on the line. Therefore, if Trancy wins this match, she gets full ownership of Penguinhub Wrestling. And if Penguinhub wins, he gets all of Trancy's Louise coin that is worth millions and millions of dollars. So that is stipulation for this fight. It is set for 8 rounds live here tonight from Palestine. It is late over here in Palestine. It is very late. It is about a 7-hour difference from the East Coast where Penguinhub lives and resides. Both fighters had to fly to Palestine a couple of days ago. Trancy arrived about, I think it was Monday in the morning, and Penguinhub arrived in the afternoon on Wednesday. So Trancy has had more time to assimilate to the conditions here in Palestine. There are many supporters that flew out from the U.S., but most of the crowd, it seems to be local. So it will be Palestinian supporters and Israelites. We will get this fight started now. Both our fighters are getting ready. In a couple of moments, we will have this fight, guys. Just relax. This fight will be 8 rounds. 5 here in Palestine. I mentioned once again, it is currently almost 10 p.m. local time here in Palestine. It is about to be 3 p.m. over in the East Coast or in the Eastern time zone in the United States. And it is about to be 1 p.m. over in the Pacific time zone of the United States. It is very late here in Palestine. That is why this fight is a little bit earlier. Here in the United States, it is already late. In Palestine, however, we had to reach a compromise. We could not have this fight too early. Otherwise, the audience in the United States won't be able to see it. This is the live broadcast. This is Trancy versus Penguinhub. Trancy stands at 5 feet 10. Penguinhub stands at 5 feet 7. Trancy and Penguinhub have similar reaches. That is an advantage for Penguinhub. He is a shorter fighter, but he has a reasonable reach, so he can probably catch Trancy with some punches more easily, while also avoiding being hit himself. And here comes Trancy making her entrance. She's very focused. She knows what's on the line is big. She knows that the message that's on the line is also big. She wants to defeat radical right-wing extremism. That is what she has stated. That is why she ordered the hit on Charlie Kirk last month. Now we have Penguinhub making his entrance. He is fighting for peace and fighting for Louis Coin. He is rocking green, black, red, and white. Possibly Palestinian colors or Mexican colors, because he likes to represent his roots, his Mexican origins. It may have been on purpose to represent both nations on his attire. There's Trancy. You can see the huge size advantage that she has over Penguinhub. Going to be a very tense fight. Both fighters look ready. Fight will begin just a moment now. Look at the huge size advantage that Trancy has over Penguinhub. It is another reason why this fight was done here in Palestine. The Boxing Commission in a lot of states in the U.S. would not allow it because of the size difference between these two fighters. But nonetheless, we begin now. Trancy slowly trotting her way towards the middle of the ring. Penguinhub immediately dancing side to side. Trancy the first to throw a punch. The left hook that is blocked by Penguinhub's gloves. Penguinhub on the back foot right now. Penguinhub lands a straight to the body, but Trancy returns with a combination of her own, getting a right hand across the ribs and a left hand over the guard of Penguinhub. Penguinhub wants to be very careful with getting hit by Trancy. Trancy has a notable size advantage on him. Although Penguinhub is the one with more boxing experience, has more boxing training, Trancy is a lot bigger. So, although she may not be accurate with her punches, but if they do land, it will cause some damage. Penguinhub slips that punch, is not able to slip that right hook to the body. There lands a good combination from a Penguinhub. Trancy returns to the left hook of her own. He lands a combination on his own, but Trancy is able to land a couple of punches back. Penguinhub is on the back foot, perhaps trying to avoid trading with her. Penguinhub is having success landing that right hand down the middle. And the left hook lands. Oh my goodness, Trancy's rocked. Trancy is rocked from that left hand. Who would have thought this would have happened this early? Or happened at all? Trancy's a lot bigger. We know she can take. We know she can take some damage. We've seen her take pile drivers over and over from the Arab months ago in Penguinhub wrestling. Surely that has to translate to her ability to take a punch in this boxing match. Now they're both trading before the end of the round. Penguinhub lands a right hand right after the bell. And Trancy is cut. Trancy has a cut on her eyebrow, on her right eyebrow. It is bleeding. Trancy has been cut. Could have been one of those last couple punches that landed right as the bell ended. Right as the bell rang, I mean. If I'm Trancy right now, I am telling her, if I'm Trancy's coach, I'm telling her to relax. Do not get too trigger happy. Remember, she can hurt Penguinhub, but you have to time her punches correctly, and you have to pick your shots carefully, because Penguinhub is the faster fighter in this ring. He is the one with more defensive ability, as seen in his boxing match against number 2 almost 5 years ago. Penguinhub, I think he's content with the round he had, especially with that cut that is above the eyebrow of Trancy. We'll see if that caused any issues on the line. We're in round 2 now. Penguinhub gets hit with a big left hook. He covers up immediately, gets in the defensive now, backing up. There's a big right hand, slipping that left hand by Trancy. Slips that big right hand by Trancy. Oh my goodness. If I'm Penguinhub, I am throwing those jabs and left hooks, trying to open up that cut that Trancy has on the eyebrow. Trancy lands a short right hand there. Don't think it landed with a lot of power though. It's too close in range. A big left hook lands over the punch of Trancy. A left hook to the body, followed up by a combination to the head. Now Trancy has a cut on her right eye, an additional cut, I believe. Now the referee's gonna have to, I think referee's stepping in to look at the cut that Trancy has on her eyebrow. She is allowed to continue. She is allowed to continue. This might be bad for Trancy. The referee's already taking a look at that cut. If it gets any worse, he may have to stop this fight. It'll be a loss for Trancy on the records. Now Penguinhub getting on the defensive now. He's dancing around Trancy, trying to avoid those big punches. Get him dancing that fancy footwork now, avoiding. I think he knows that he has a big advantage from this point on. If considering the big gash above the eyebrow of Trancy. And now we go into round 2. Now we go to round 2, folks. Trancy has a gash on her eyebrow. Trancy has a giant gash above her eyebrow. We are barely heading into the 3rd round. This might be a problem. This could be the end in the next round if Trancy is unable to do anything about that cut defensively. Penguinhub, he knows this is his moment. He knows this is his moment. He could probably win this fight via doctor stoppage or via referee stoppage if he can capitalize on the cut that Trancy has. Trancy had success landing some big punches. Don't get me wrong. So it would be unfortunate if the fight is stopped, considering Trancy had a foot in this fight prior to a potential stoppage of this fight. Now we go into round 3. Let's see what happens now with that cut. Penguinhub has his hands down. I think he's going to try and be a bit more slick now. Trying to avoid getting hit. I think he may sense desperation from Trancy's corner to land a big shot and get him out of there. Penguinhub knows he is a smaller fighter. The punches that land on his end may do some more damage if he is not careful. So he's dancing around now. The right hand to the body. Misses that jab. Missed those 3 hooks that he threw. A big right hand landing on the left side of the head. Big left hook and a big right hand to the body. Penguinhub gets hit. Trancy having success in this round despite that cut. And a big right hand now. Lands. Think it rocked Trancy. Penguinhub trying to return with some body shots. Trancy covering up intelligently. Trying to stay in this fight. Gets rocked again. Trancy covering up now. On the defensive. Now Trancy lands a big right hand over the guard of Penguinhub. Ooh, tucks that left hand after missing his own right hand. Misses that big right hand, trying to land a power shot. If I'm Penguinhub, I am focusing on quick, snappy punches, getting in and out. You already have a cut that's opening up on Trancy's eyebrow. We head into the 4th round now. Trancy still has that cut there, but Penguinhub wasn't able to get any blood flowing from it. Penguinhub is in the corner. He is listening to the instructions being told by his corner. They are telling him to keep moving around. Do not focus on landing any powerful punches. Quick and snappy punches. Get in and out. Do not risk getting hit by a big shot by Trancy. There have already been a couple that have landed. Unfortunately, they have been unable to rock Penguinhub thus far. Trancy is in a big predicament here with that cut above the eyebrow. Although there was no blood that trickled from it last round, at any moment that could change. And at any moment the referee could stop this fight. According to the predicted scorecard by CombiBox, Penguinhub is up 3-0 against Trancy. Having won all last of the 3 rounds, this is an 8-round fight. But mathematically, assuming he does not get rocked or dropped, if he wins the next 2 rounds, he has won this fight. Big right hand lands. Oh, a big 1-2 and a small uppercut that sneaks in under the guard of Penguinhub. Oh, a big right hand lands. I don't know why Penguinhub has stopped throwing that left hand of his. big right hand. A loaded shot, a loaded up shot that lands square on the head of Trancy. Big combo lands from Trancy. Penguinhub backing up now. Penguinhub gonna square up now, I think. Right hand lands. Uppercut to the body. Trancy lands a big right hand to the left side of Penguinhub's rib cage. Both fights are standing toe to toe now. Trancy backing up there for a momentarily. Missing that right uppercut. Lands that right hand. Penguinhub unable to left that left hand. You can tell Trancy is covering up that cut a lot more. Oh, a right hand land in the very last seconds of this fight.
Breathe. Just get your breath back. Just keep him on the end of your jab. You're getting your time in already.
Trancy's corner telling her to relax, to pick her shots intelligently. She is still the slower fighter. She needs to be extremely cautious because that cut on her eyebrow is wide. It is wide.
Stay focused and let him back into the fight, kid. Right round. Don't be looking at the one shot at a time. Set him up. You need to go back out there and you will win this round. Get your mind back.
On Penguinhub, I am doing what I can to land that left hook that I was having success with earlier in the fight. Throw that jab, counter with the left hook, make Trancy miss, make her pay, open up that cut once more, make it bleed, give the referee a reason to stop this fight. This fight hinges on that cut. Penguinhub coming out, squaring up now. Lands a right hand after landing a successful uppercut to the body. Makes her drop her guard. Oh, a right hand lands. A big combination. An uppercut to the body. Misses that uppercut. Could have caught Penguinhub. He could have been in trouble. He was on his way down, but he just missed that uppercut from hitting him. A jab and a very quick cross. Blocks that body shot. Lands a big right hand. Oh my goodness, another right hand lands. They are standing toe to toe. They are standing toe to toe. Quick left uppercut. Oh my goodness. Trancy on the big right hand. Now Penguinhub backing up a little bit now. Perhaps that caught his attention. Perhaps that caught his urgency to perhaps not get hit so cleanly. Now we go into the 5th round. Trancy's face looking worse now. You can see there's blood coming out of her nose. Once again, that cut is opened up. It is bleeding. The left and right side of her face are both swelling up, more so the left side of her face because of those right hands that are landing. Penguinhub has a bit of swelling on his face too, but his face looks a lot better in comparison to Trancy's.
Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Do not worry about
Trancy's, I think Trancy's lip has a bit of swelling too. Her face looks red.
Do what you gotta do. Do it. See back together.
I think there's a cut. There is a cut above the nose and between the two eyebrows of Trancy. Penguinhub is Penguinhub is butchering Trancy's face as we speak. This fight could end at any moment via doctor stoppage because Trancy's taking too much damage. This is not what the betting odds suggested before this fight. I will tell you this right now. A big right hand that was loaded up with a lot of power. Trancy eats it, but it is doing damage, as you can see by the swelling that's going on the left side of her face. Oh, a counter right hand. Tries to counter again, but Trancy moves out of the way that time. A quick counter shot. Oh my goodness, once again, with that one was loaded. That one had more sting on it. Another right hand. Trancy backing up now getting forward once again. Quick, two right hands, trying to worsen the swelling up on Trancy's face. Now Trancy is able to rock Penguinhub that time. Penguinhub covering up now, backing up. I think he may have hurt him with that shot. Penguinhub, I think he may have escaped the danger for now, but he is on the defensive. He is using this as footwork to escape. Big right hand. Could this be a round for Trancy? Could this be a round for Trancy? We go into the 7th round. We see Trancy's face is looking worse and worse by the round. Could this influence whether or not the referee stops the fight in the next upcoming rounds? Considering Trancy looked better in this last round, that was arguably her best round, rocking Penguinhub with that big right hand countering him. That is what her corner wanted her to do from the beginning, to counter him, because they knew she could not outpunch when it came to the comparison of both their speeds. But Trancy, being the bigger fighter, being the bigger boxer, being the bigger puncher, if he can counter Penguinhub, he could possibly knock out Penguinhub and hurt her. If not, accumulation of punches over the course of this fight would weaken Penguinhub. Unfortunately, so far he's been successful defensively and not seeing too much damage, but that one punch in the last round rocked him. Now we see, this is the predicted scorecard by CompuBox. It is 59-55 for Penguinhub. Trancy apparently won the 5th round, not the last round. A big left hand and a right hand. Another left hand. Trancy failing to put her guard up in time. Oh, a right hand. A big right hand. A big shot to the body. Oh my god, that right hand rocks Trancy. That right hand rocks Trancy. Now Penguinhub unloading on her. There's bleeding coming from that cut once again. Tries to counter with that right hand, moving his head to the side. Now Penguinhub turning into happy feet once again. Penguinhub unloading with a combo there, missed most of those punches, landed a left hook successfully. A big right hand lands once again. We're going into this last round. The 8th and final round. Both fighters going at it. Trancy's face. Look at it and tell me she is not taking a lot of punishment. Penguinhub's face, although he has a bit of swelling on the left side, once again, as I mentioned earlier, looks nothing in comparison to Trancy's face. Trancy has a big gash on her right eyebrow. There's blood coming from her nose. There's swelling on both sides of her face. There's that cut in between the eyebrows. The lips of Trancy are swollen.
Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Do not know.
And aside from that, Trancy is also seems to have less of a gas tank at this stage in the fight. Will Penguinhub try to stop her, or will Penguinhub just get on the defensive? So far, he's more offensive than defensive. And now the referee sending Penguinhub back to his corner, going to take another look at Trancy. The referee stopping the fight. The referee stops the fight in the 8th and final round. Penguinhub wins this fight via TKO. Penguinhub gets all of Trancy's Luis coin. Luis coin is going back home, ladies and gentlemen. Luis coin is going back home where it belongs. And he has made a statement against political violence here today in Palestine. The accumulation of punches was too much for Trancy. It caught up to her. I think Penguinhub could have stopped this fight earlier. He got very defensive, trying to avoid getting hit with any big shots on his own side of the ring. We look here, we see here all of the judges' scorecards. The first judge, Artem Chornovil, had Penguinhub winning every single round except for the 4th round. Maxim Kalashnik had Penguinhub winning every single round up until the 8th round. And then the 3rd judge, Filberto Reyes, same scorecard, had Penguinhub winning every single round. So this fight was headed towards a decision win for Penguinhub, but he makes a bigger statement by stopping Trancy via a doctor stoppage. The punches were too much. The accumulation of punches, there was too much damage. Trancy's face could not take any more punishment. The referee steps in and stops the fight early on into this 8th and final round. Trancy loses all of her Luis coin. Trancy is no longer a multi-millionaire. Trancy has been defeated, hopefully in the fight against political violence. Trancy, we have no idea what's in store for her next. She's going to need to visit a doctor ASAP because that was a lot of damage that she was taking in this fight. Penguinhub had a noticeably less damage on his face. Aside from the bit of swelling on the left side of his face, that was it. The body punches, you will feel those tomorrow, if not already, but it will not be as damaging as the damage on Trancy's face. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great evening, live from Palestine. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.